We got a guest on the channel today. What's up, J-Boy? He made me go rubber in, so now I've got a rubber in.
What do you mean by that?
What is that? I picked up this Mad Aero widebody kit for the R33 sedan. You think you went to a takeover last night, Josh?
I think so. Absolutely.
Just Mustang things.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to look at something super secret that I'm working on. I can't really tell you guys about it, but super secret stuff. So you're just gonna have to wait around and figure out what I'm talking about. But R33 stuff. All right, let me show you what we got out in Orlando. All right, so I picked up this Mad Aero widebody kit for the R33 sedan. This is super exciting because no US companies make a four-door widebody kit, and these were only available in Russia, I think is where Mad Aero is located. And then I think you can get Japanese ones and Australian ones, but these are the most common ones and they're the best fitting ones. And I got this whole kit for 300 bucks. So it's got the rear door panel to match the over fenders, it's got rear spats for the back bumper, and then it's got a GTR style grille. Obviously, the reason we need these is because this quarter panel is not going to be fixed without replacing the entire quarter panel, and I cannot get one of those. Trust me, I have tried. That's honestly so exciting because getting one of these kits was one of the most important parts of getting this build on the road. I've already gotten the new fenders that are up here, the new hood. I got a front core support cut. I've got a new tail light. I've got a new gas cap. I've got pretty much everything I need besides a trunk to really get this moving. So if you have an R33 sedan trunk, let me know. But yeah, this is the trunk I have. So whatever edition this is, I think it's the later generation. It could be the earlier one, I really don't know. So the idea here with the over fender would be to use that as a template to pull this entire quarter panel out. The most important part is that this upper line lines up with the trunk, right? And then we can get the taillight pocket pulled back in so we can put a taillight in. But all this stuff underneath is really, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of trial and error because this thing's destroyed. But that's what we do here, right? We'll make it fun. We'll get it looking good, I think. I hope. We'll see. But that's what makes this fun, right? It's starting to rain though, so I'm going to put the whole kit away and I'm going to continue on with the day. I also have to trade my S1 hood for an S2 hood, or sell the S1 hood and purchase an S2 hood, because I got the S1 hood with the fenders for like 350 bucks, and how could you pass it up when you need a hood anyways? So that was a good deal that I got on that. Shout out to the dude who sold that all to me. I definitely should have bought the bumpers from him, but oops. Here's the difference between the S1 hood and the S2 headlights. As you can see here, it's got a more aggressive arch here. So if I close this hood, it would just leave a huge gap. Love bug season in Florida is not a joke. I feel like this camera just isn't picking up how crazy all these bugs are. I feel like there's like 3 of them on camera, but there's like hundreds of them all over the place. You'll make it through. Alright, so oh, the Osmo sucks, dude.
Dude, my Osmo's been acting
It's
up
tripping,
too.
bro. We got a guest on the channel today. What's up,
What's
J-Boy?
going on, bro?
Gonna roll the fenders today, huh?
So I happen to be a special guest on the Famous Guy's YouTube.
Famous guy? No.
I feel like I'm with LZ right now.
This dude was on LZ's channel, and then he did like Whistling Diesel stuff at his event too. I'm not a celebrity. This is crazy. Anyways, we're gonna roll the Mark II fenders, and yeah, and then I'm gonna put some wheels on it. Yeah, if the rain lets us. This is typical Florida stuff though, bro. It'll rain for like 2 hours and then the sun will be out and it'll all be dry by like 5 o'clock. But what we will have is a bunch of humidity, and that's never fun. But hopefully we can get this done, because we've been trying to do this for a while now, and it hasn't lined up. That's okay, because everything happens when it's supposed to. And I still don't have the valve stems for the wheels that I'm going to put on the car, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so J-Boy's harassing me to proceed with the build and put the 3-piece wheels on. However, I don't have any of the right valves for it, so he made me go rubber in. So now I've got a rubber in.
What do you mean by that?
So yeah, I've got a whole rubber valve stem in the wheel here. It looks so weird, but I'm gonna mount a tire to it and see how it fits on the car.
Listen, you guys, he's literally getting a fender roll, and he planned on putting these wheels on, so why would we not check this all out today and show you guys? We want progression.
This is the difference between why he's successful as a YouTuber and I'm not.
Success successful. Check the numbers. You're successful. You guys like, comment, subscribe. I don't think your notification bells are on.
You hear that? Like,
Are
comment,
they
subscribe, turn it on. Yeah. It's
Like,
like
I should be getting a notification at like 2:30 p.m. that you posted.
today.
No, them.
Them. Yeah. You guys. Do you hear what he said? Nah. We gotta collab more, honestly. J-Boy's cool as hell. I'm getting absolutely roasted right now. This is the problem with having a shop at the house and a shop here. Nothing is all in one place. I left all the wood that I used to pull up onto these cars up onto so I can get the jack under. It's all at home. So I can't like do stuff.
I got a car full of Bondo.
Hey, it's not full of. It's got some in some areas, that's for sure.
They mudded that thing up. That's what they.
He's not lying. They did. They really did. But it was part of how I got it from the kid. I'm like, bro, this thing was definitely hit. It is not as mint as you think it is, right? And then now I have it. But that's the thing is that I paint cars, right? So eventually, once I get a kit, I'll paint the Mark II. Yeah. No, it's dead. This thing has literally started up the last 5 times I've started it. That's some shit. All right, you think it'll start?
Shit, it better. Unless I'm calling it an Ogie.
Told you it'd start. Oh, sure. Put on in the front. It's looking pretty good. We're about to roll these back here. Well, not we. He is about to roll the backs here. And we'll get an idea of what we can fit in the back. Because we can probably run something a little bit wider than this. But we'll see. I have the face in here in a giant lip-in barrel. I just think that it's probably a little bit too big than what the stock body can handle. But I guess we'll use this as our test fit and see if it works. But I seriously doubt it will. Looks a million times better. What do you guys think? Should J-Boy move closer? No, I'm just kidding. We'd make good content, probably.
I think we need to come to Orlando.
Orlando's just so big. Every time I need to go to Orlando, I'm like driving to different sides of it.
Okay, but dude, there's so many different niches in Orlando. You're literally going around the city to do multiple things. And there's so many versatile people. Like, you'd meet and start conversing with so many people that are just like gonna elevate.
What do you do in Orlando?
Like for work, I just be hanging out. But people come to my house. You see my story. Like,
I've
you know
noticed
what I mean?
that. I've noticed that.
Like, my house is kind of like the spot. Like, I really don't leave my house. If you see me leave my house, I have something to do, or I'm going to somebody else's.
Going to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I have this shop, but people don't come here that often.
Because you're in buttfuck, dude.
I guess. Yeah, I am. There's a lot of people in Melbourne, though. You'd be surprised.
It's way more in Orlando.
You're absolutely right. Every time I go on Marketplace, whatever I need for the price I want to pay for it is always available in Orlando or Miami or Tampa.
That's literally funny. It's opposite for me. Every time I need something, I'm either having to go towards like Bradenton area or like Miami.
Miami, yeah. Everything's in Miami for cheap. It's a whole different world down there. Find out how much Bondo's on this car.
We're gonna see.
You want me to put this on jack stands, bub?
Hey, bub. If you feel safer, but I go to people's house, in and out.
Okay, I don't want you to get hurt.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm worried about your car getting hurt.
What if the car fell on you?
Oh, I'm out before the car even fell.
Oh, okay, good, good. I'm gonna get jack stands.
Condition, so his OG paint compared to our 90s OG paint is not the same. He paid a premium.
Because this isn't OG paint. This is before it came to the United States paint.
Exactly. Adam found the ones like, whoa, do not spray it. Do not spray it. I don't want any touch-ups or anything.
That's where the real value comes in. A lot of people who watch the videos are like, no way, that car's worth 40K plus. Yes, it is.
But
because the ones that you guys can afford aren't of that
They're
quality
like
or
B-grade.
standard.
What are the grades in Japan?
I think A, B, C, D, you know, whatever.
Stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Adam definitely gets all grade A cars and...
If that's the metric, he gets the top standard ones, and that's why it costs so much.
Unless he knows he's about to, like, rip it apart for something else.
Precisely.
He's getting, like... Yeah. Which we can't really relate, you guys.
Money's nice.
Because I'm perfectly fine with a grade D car. If
Exactly.
that thing runs and is not rusty patooey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes me happy, right? Like, you're still gonna drive it and you're gonna be happy,
It's gonna be the same
right?
car. Like, I'm probably gonna try to make it nicer anyway, so...
And if you had a grade A car, what would you not want to do?
I'm just
Drive
scared
it,
to do
mess it
anything,
up, do
anything.
anything.
Guys, I paid 50 grand for this, and they're like, you guys, I just scratched my bumper. I'm like, damn, I don't want to feel like that. That's the worst feeling, because then you're afraid to, like, be you on it.
Yep. That's what happens with a lot of these YouTube builds. People overbuild them and then they can't drive them because it's not practical or feasible, but it got the views, right?
Got the views, but now you don't want to destroy it.
Exactly. That's going to be me with the Mark II in the shop.
Fuck, dude.
Nah, I'll drive it.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nah, I'll drive it. I want to drive that car so bad. I didn't do that much work not to drive it. Yo, huge shout out to J-Boy for coming through and rolling my fenders. If you're in the Orlando, Brevard, this area, Orange County area, you can hit up J-Boy for a fender roll. He'll come and get you right. Good prices, great dude, makes great content too, so make sure you guys go check out his YouTube channel. He's working on I think it's a 1JZ swapped Laurel. 1JZ swap Laurel. It's pretty sick. He just got his harness in, so he should be moving on with that build pretty soon. So I'm putting together these Weds Cerberus 1s for the Mark II that I rolled the fenders with J-Boy yesterday, and I just want you guys to see this. What is that? If your tire needs that many balancing things, you're doing something wrong. What in the world? What in the world is this? This is crazy. Anyways, let's get these out, get the face out, and get the face switched over to a different barrel. I gotta bead blast this on, so. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Looks like it wants to go on. Let's see how this fits. The rain was coming and I was taking pictures of the car, so enjoy these pictures of the car. Would like to get a bigger lip for this front wheel right here. This is probably like a 2.5 inch lip. If I could step it up to a 3, that would probably look a lot better. Stretch the tire a little bit more, fit out the fender more, because if you come in here and you look, you can see that I still have some wiggle room to play with, but if I threw a spacer on there with that sidewall, that would cause problems. But if I kept that size tire with a wider lip, then it would stretch a little bit and it would look better. And it would probably match the back better, because the back looks a lot better. Next video, we're messing with this Cressida here. Joe and I are gonna attempt to get this running before pulling out the 7MGE and 1UZ swapping this car and this car to make twin drift builds. Early next week, you can look forward to a video on what is wrong with the JZX100 now that I put these wheels on. We've already ran into our first issue, and it's a pretty serious one. So we're gonna debunk whether or not you need to have completely square wheels on an all-wheel drive, or if it just comes down to the rotational speed of the wheel. I waited a whole week for my piston rings to show up. They're here, and guess what? They're all spec'd wider than tolerance. This is ridiculous. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment any thoughts you have down below, and we'll see you in the next video.